Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackles behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. There's a short one to Hooper. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
3rd and short, and here is May. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Working out of the gun. It's May. That's to Hooper. It's complete. And he's going to have the Pats 1st down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the carry is Stevenson. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's May. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. And that'll set up 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Is on for the Patriots field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Patriots will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the... Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
Now the former Buckeye, it's Travion Henderson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. May gonna look to throw. He's got his man, Keyshawn Boutte. He's gonna be marked down at the 12-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing is May. That's hauled in at the 2. And he is out of bounds. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Hey, what's up? Here.
Stevenson, and he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. To throw is May. To the goal line and in. Austin Hooper. Touchdown, New England. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Falcons, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books. The Patriots out on top. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. From the gun, here is Penix. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Falcons, first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll get this to Pitts once more. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Falcons, first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Throwing again, it's Penix. Complete. Former 1st-round pick Drake London with the catch. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Again, it's Penix. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Now the Patriots going to use their 1st timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. To throw again, it's Penix. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now they operate from back at the 9, and it's 3rd down and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. Fourth down and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try and throw it with Penix. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
On first down, they'll start out with Stevenson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
The tackle by Jalen Walker. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Here goes.
Throwing now is May. Open man, Demario Douglas. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 41, it's 2nd and 1. A run here with Stevenson. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. On the run to the right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw now, May. Flush to his right. He's got Douglas going deep. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down. Here's May. That's complete to the running back, Antonio Gibson. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, New England.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now Stevens. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He was taken down.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Throwing on second down. May. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
It is third and long. Now May. There's a short one to Hooper. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Foxborough after this. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. They're going. It's May. He's going to pick up a Patriots first down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down.
That's another.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Hey, come with me, come with me.
Working out of the gun, it's May. That is hauled in at the 5. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal. Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. And they'll run it here with Stevenson. He slams it in there, and he is in. Ramondre Stevenson, touchdown Patriots. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
On the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Penix. two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute.
And that ball intercepted. It's Christian Gonzalez. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On 1st and 10, here's Madden. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10.
Hey, what's that? Rip.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Hey, Jim Wright. Hey, here goes Threat. Hey, what's up? Five.
May to throw on second down. Exiting the pocket right. And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. On first down. Open man downfield. That's London. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. So a big one there to start the drive. 31 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Plant. It's Penix. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now Penix to throw on second down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
That one, take it in. Nicole Hardman, touchdown Atlanta. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The Falcons will line up for the two-point conversion.
79 Bronco.
Penix going to throw again. He'll swing that out wide. And he's got it. In for the 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead is cut to 16.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
To return, it's Antonio Gibson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Maynard on 1st and 10. That'll be complete to Gibson.
Like, I love studying the NFL, just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
What's that?
Out of the gun, here's May. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
3rd down, 3 to go. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Taken at the 19. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
There we go. Shot, track, and 60. Viking 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let's go.
We're going to go play action with Penix. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. That one is complete to Hartman. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Agnew on the return. He'll work his play across the 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's the left. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Robert Spillane. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the first down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that first down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. 4th down, and here's Penix. Open man, left side. He's got it. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Nicole Hardman. Touchdown, Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now Penix and the Falcons will line it up and go for 2. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grasp. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Gibson. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Here's May. That one taken in by Douglas. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third down and 3.
Hey, here goes front. Hey, what's that?
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. We'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Here goes front. Hey, what's that?
Throwing now is May. That's caught outside. It's complete. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Patriots first down.
15 yards.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. May gonna look to throw. Flush to his right. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Kayshawn Booty was the one he was looking for. And it'll be 3rd down.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
At the 29-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Stevenson, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
14 on the pickup. 1st down, New England.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of...
And he will get into the end zone. From Andre Stevenson. Touchdown, New England. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Agnew on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Viking 18. 60 Bison. Head to 60.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
On play action. Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
They'll try and throw it with Penix. That's taken in, and he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter, they convert on 4th down. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. Now a screen set up for Carter. Down the right sideline. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 33 yards. Now it is 1st and goal. They'll go play action now with Penix. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Daryl Hodge. Touchdown, Atlanta. And Greg, that is good play design there. Using the play fake to get the receiver time to get open.
And down here this close to the goal line, Mike, it doesn't take much. All you need is that linebacker or that defender to freeze for that split second. That's all you need to create separation, and that's an easy pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Now Penix and the Falcons will line it up and go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Play action. It's Penix. That'll be caught, and he will pull his way in for the 2 points.
It's 31. Falcons 22.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. Catch is made. That is Williams. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The 3-4 defense, Mike, is predicated on the big man over the center, the nose tackle. He's big, he's strong, he takes up the entire middle of the defense, and that's exactly what we just saw in that play. He makes the stop for no gain.
That's to Hooper. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw now. May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, it's May. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs now. The balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over at their own 15. And the lefty panics on 1st down. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 25-yard line.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Got it. Ready?
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Stephanie,
They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th. But they will turn it over on down.
Is a turnover on downs.
Pistol give to Stevenson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on top. On 2nd down, it's May. Moving to his right. Now he takes off. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Give up the middle to Stevenson. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. We'll go right back to Stevenson. To the end zone yet again. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
The extra point now for Borregales. He knocks it through, and the Patriots will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
22.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster. And I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
Made out on 1st and 10. That's to the right side and incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Moving outside the pocket. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Third and short, and here is Meg. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. And they get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Patriots first down.
The 25-yard line.
May to throw again. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. The throw here is complete. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get it underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Makes the score Patriots 45, Falcons 22.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Viking 18, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Hup.
On play action, Penix going for it all. He's got it! And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Now a timeout at Atlanta. That's their first. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Ready, ready. Set. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. He's got it at the 7, and he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
It's a gain of 28
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. We're going to go play action with Penix. That'll be incomplete, and now we are down to likely just one more play.
I think everyone in the stadium is expecting a run there. So what do? On these early downs, you call play action. I love it. You're hoping to catch them off guard and selling out on the run here down near the goal line, but the defense was ready for it. Nowhere to go with the ball. It's a really nice job there by the defense, staying disciplined in their coverage.
That is caught, and he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the Patriots. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defense.